or you're having trouble finding the perfect early Christmas gift for your homie, well, have no fear.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay, maybe not these three yet. You can have stabilized footage, you can do manual mode with the FPV, but what happened to backwards compatibility? Let's unbox this guy. So there's a peel over here. Oh, there's a little tab here. So, what is this? The battery charging hub. Wow, it's so small. This has a 15-minute maximum flight time, and when you charge the batteries, all three will charge at once instead of one. This is the DJI RC-N3, and wow, this feels just like the RC-N2. There are the two function buttons, start and pause buttons. Oh, there's battery. And this should be the DJI Neo. I've looked at this quite a few times, and wow, is this such a small drone? This can film 4K 30 FPS for 45 minutes straight. Matter of fact, it is just like the Avata 2. I mean, it is just identical. It's just a smaller version. One of the most impressive features I found on this drone is that it can be paired to the DJI RC-2 controller, which, you know, if you have a Mini 4 Pro or a DJI Air 3 and you have this controller, you can just simply use it with this aircraft. The DJI Neo has 5 main features: follow, rocket, drone, circle, and spotlight. Right now I'm using the direction track feature. Basically follows where you're exactly going. So for example, if you turn your body to the side, it's gonna go to the side and follow you. And over here, if I turn it to this side, oh, the thing is, there aren't really any sensors over here, and that's the only problem of this thing. And when there are no sensors, you really gotta control where the aircraft is going. For example, I almost hit this leaf. The rocket feature is basically the drone going up into the sky by 5 or 10 meters and still focusing on the subject. I've also set the drone feature to around 4 meters. Basically, the drone is going up into the sky and also going backward by around 4 meters. You have to be extremely careful when you're using the circle feature. You really don't want the drone to be too far away from you when doing the circle feature, because your surroundings may be really just like cramped in. The spotlight feature is basically the drone standing still while being locked onto the subject. I can just walk around and the drone is going to keep focus on me. Pretty cool, right? The DJI Neo also offers FPV flight. So I have the Goggles 3 and the FPV Remote Controller 3. We're going to test out the manual mode on this thing. I just got these two items so that I can make this video for you guys and show you guys the full capability of this drone. The drone also has the new OcuSync 4 transmission system. So yeah, we don't have to worry about losing any signal or anything. Let's fly this just like how I fly my Avata 2. This performs a lot better than the RC-N3. Let's change it to sport mode. It's going around 27 kilometers per hour. See how this does. I'm flying this just like my Pavo Pico. In manual mode, this definitely doesn't have as much control. I'm at a racing circuit right now and I'm gonna get some shots of some go-karts with the Neo. Let's see how this handles. I want to see how much control this Neo has. Handles pretty well, honestly. I'm literally pushing it to full throttle right now. Whoa! This thing can't pull out that fast. I'm trying my best to keep up. My throttle is literally at 100%. I cannot push it anymore. This next clip that's coming up is where the Neo really lost complete control and it just went all crazy. crazy and all that on itself. Oh, why? Okay, so I think there's a lot of prop wash on the thing. I mean, again, this is not a manual. Oh, this is not a manual drone. The thing is going quite crazy on me right now. What? Did you see it? No. Look what happened. Did you see what happened? I think this thing doesn't have much control. I'm using an Avata too. This one is too. Okay, so now I'm going to just test out how the Avata 2 does on this track. Let's go into manual mode. Yeah, look, the Avata 2 has so much more control. And it's so smooth also. The Neo compared to the Avata 2 is no match in manual mode, but I mean the Neo isn't supposed to be pushed like that to the maximum. So technically I did test the absolute limit of the Neo. It kind of just dies at the 35-degree camera angle. The Avata 2 is just no match. It's just so much better in terms of control, stability, just power after all. Alright, get to the montage. The Neo definitely lacks the option to have like complete full manual control, because when I'm like in manual mode, it still tries and stabilizes my moves, or maybe that is just me. If you really want to get into FPV, I do think the Avata 2 does beat this by a lot. What I did with the Neo is I took off the propeller guards over here so that it has a bit more flight time. Actually, the Neo does not support sharpness changes and stuff on the RC-N3 controllers, but you can adjust the sharpness over here in the settings of the DJI Goggles. The sharpness is actually quite high on the DJI Neo by default, so it's really good to have this sharpness option in the DJI Neo. Unfortunately, I did not get the motion controller, but it just follows the exact same features for the Avata 2. You can do easy acro mode and all the fun stuff. Now let's see how it does in low light. It's actually quite impressive how it does in low light. Look at that. The DJI Neo is good in low light conditions. The only problem I have with the Neo is that it is the most crashable drone in low light. Vision positioning is absolutely amazing on other drones, but just not on the Neo, because I think the cameras are quite small. Do not fly this thing at night, because I did almost crash the thing quite a few times, and it does not know where it's actually going. The vision sensors don't really listen to you in low light. The DJI Neo is such a great drone to use. I bet you've never seen a drone like this. It is an all-in-one drone. Although it is not like 10 out of 10 perfect in all aspects, it can definitely be a great drone for beginners, starters, whoever is interested in drones. I can just give this drone to someone who doesn't even know what drones are, and they can just easily control it by themselves, because you don't even need a controller for the DJI Neo. This is a great drone for starters to just try out taking videos or photos from a different perspective and outdo all your friends from your Facebook page. But anyways, this wraps up my review on the DJI Neo. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10 because it is such a great drone for beginners. Don't forget to buy your friends a Christmas gift. Wink, wink.